We've heard this a billion times before. Be yourself. Act like yourself. Don't fake yourself. But what does this all mean? Like, how do we do that? Well, I'll give you my example. At my core, I'm a fucking nerd. Okay, I'll just say it out loud. Like, you wanna know what the fuck I was listening to before making this video? I was listening to a motherfucker named Raka Ali making a song about how Russia is gay. I'm a fucking nerd, dude. At my core, I love nerdy shit. I was in a fucking lab once. I got these giant dorky glasses on my face. And whatever I do, at the end of the day, it's in my heart. I'm a dork. I'm a fucking nerd. Nothing can change that. But I don't hide from it. I don't try to be someone else. I embrace the fact that I'm a fucking nerd. But at the same time, I'm also a really hardcore person. When I play, for example, I like to grind my games. When I train with absolute fucking intensity. I also know I'm a hardcore person. And you might think, oh, how the fuck do you act like a nerd but also be hardcore at the same time? Human nature is paradoxical. It's just a part of us. We're fucking walking paradoxes. Almost every one of us. We don't make sense because the human mind wasn't designed to make sense of us. So don't bother trying to. So I've embraced that. I've embraced being a fucking nerd. Being fucking nerdy about whatever I do and going into absolute detail and having to understand everything. And being fucking hardcore. I go into it. I don't hide from it. I don't shy away from it. I express it with the people I talk to. My friends are nerds as well. We fucking talk about progressive overload and the angle of the back to maximize hypertrophy in the middle lats. Like, that's nerdy shit. That's nerdy shit. But we also fucking train hardcore. I find the people that act like me. And you gotta embrace that as well. Maybe you're not a fucking nerd. Maybe you're a guy who is extremely social. You're really social. You love people. Embrace that. Don't hide away from it. Be excited with the people you're with. Express emotion. It's not a bad thing. We're emotional creatures. The emotion comes before the logic for us. We use logic to justify our emotions, not the other way around. So don't shy away from it. Like, I'm smiling right now because it's just a part of who we are. And you need to stop hiding from it because it's a gift. Every part of us, even if we don't think it's good, it's a gift. It's a gift that we have. For example, let's think about something that really sounds bad. I tend to be envious of others. I really want what they have. Well, how the fuck is that a gift? Well, simple. It means I'm very observant. I can see what other people have, and I have huge aspirations. So instead of, trying to fucking rob their shit, I just say, hey, I want money as well. Let me get some money. And it gives me drive to work for money. It's just, stop trying to fake shit. And I might say, oh, but the people around me would like if I acted like myself. Well, then those aren't people who should be around then. You think for the long term. Do you really want to hide and act like someone else for the rest of your fucking life? No, you don't. It's called misery, and you can't keep it up. You'll break down eventually. That's not sustainable. Like, sure, if you need to make a presentation once, whatever the fuck, you can act however the fuck you want. But the people you meet with casually, on a long-term basis, you shouldn't hide away from these. And you'll feel way better utilizing whoever the fuck you actually are, and you'll be better at that, because that's who you are, that's what you're good at. Use it. It's your advantage. And you might say, oh, I was born dumb, so I try to act smart. How the fuck is being dumb helpful? Well, first of all, maybe you're not dumb. Maybe you're smart at other things. Some people aren't good at math, but they're really good at reading other people's emotions. That's a really useful thing. You could be a psychiatrist with that. You could be a really good friend, a supporting parent. Or maybe you're really arts directed. Well, maybe you won't become an artist, but you could definitely help with creating movies, shows. That's a good place for animators. Hey. Or maybe make your own if you're ambitious as well. The fucking don't shy away from UI because that's your strengths and weaknesses. And it also goes for your weaknesses. I've been talking about strengths so far and try to make it all happy and this happy image, but there's also the weaknesses. Like, I am not gifted at strength. I was born a stick. Like, you see this? I can barely fit a watch on my hand because my wrist is so tiny. I was not born strong. I train and now I'm pretty decently buff, but like, I will never be that guy who's like huge. It's just not me. It's not who I was born as. It's not what my genetic inclinations are, and that's fine. I don't try to fight it. I don't try to fucking do it any. I don't fight it. I don't fight it. I embrace it and do what I'm good at. I got pretty decent muscle insertions instead, so I try to look aesthetic. So that even though I don't have a lot of mass, like I weigh as much as my friend does, and he doesn't train at all. I'm not born big. I still work on it. I'm jacked. I'm not that scrawny anymore. I can do a push-up now, or 5, or 10. But I don't try to like act like I'm some sort of big guy. I don't try to fucking compete for strength because I don't care about it. Because I know it's not my thing, and I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. I work on aesthetics instead because that's what I'm pretty good at. Yeah, I know I will never like glasses. It's just gonna be part of me forever. That's fine. I embrace that. I embrace that. I embrace the fact that I'll never be part of the gangsters or whatever. Because I'm just not that guy. It's not me. I don't like it. I'm a very generous person by nature. I like to give. I like it. I'm also very isolating by nature. I embrace that. I'm locked in my room half the day. It's just my nature. Like, work with the framework you've been given. You don't need to fight it. Understand what your advantages and your disadvantages are. Embrace it. That's you. That's the fucking character God, whatever the fuck, selected at the start of your game. Don't fight it. If you're in a video game, for example, and you were the scrawny fast character, you wouldn't try to tank damage, would you? No, because you can't do it. It's not you. Instead, you would flank around the enemy and use their speed to your advantage. Treat life like a game. Use your strengths. Work on your weaknesses. But be complete with it all. So yeah. Oh yeah, now I just realized I've been talking. Also, I gotta look at the timer, man. Fucking YouTube and their time limits. Anyway. But we're also forgetting another thing. Okay, the wishy-washy talk is cool. It's all cool. But how do we do this practically? Well, I've already given you the practical examples. I'm not strong by nature, so I train for aesthetics. I'm smart by nature, so I use that. I am socially dumb, so I work on that, but I don't really beat up myself about it because I've been in social situations so many times. I've poured myself so many times into it, and I'm just used to it. It's fine. My friends know I'm like that. Yeah. It's just, once you put, just like, if you're weak socially, for example, whenever you're social, just accept the fact that you won't fucking be the best at it. That's fine. Act the fucking way you act. Change it. You can still change. You can still adapt. But don't beat yourself up when you do something you know you're not naturally good at. It's fine. Yeah. Practically just go out more. To fucking make up for it. Like, the practical thing is so obvious that I don't really have much to tell you. It's just get used to your weaknesses and use your strength. What do you want me to tell you? So yeah. Oh, and before I go, touch grass, dumbass.